Hey guys, it's Kilian here again, and today in this video I'm back with the how to make progressive house series. And in this video I'm gonna show you how you can mix and master your tracks to make them label ready and professional basically. So yeah, I already opened FL Studio and here is our project. And let me show you how you can first mix your tracks, because remember, without a good mix down you can't reach a good master. So it's very important to make your mix clean first. And for this I advise you to check every EQing, try to make everything as clean as possible and mixed well. So I'm gonna start with the break here. But I think the volume of this bell and also the EQing is great. Let's check the next element, this pad. Maybe I would shape the EQ like this, but otherwise this looks good as well. Not really interfering with the Reese bass. Also cut some highs here. Nice guitar with low cut and this type of EQing. Well, these are all clean and nice so far. Let's check the ambience. You can use pen as well and check the frequencies, but as you can see, under 300 Hz there is nothing basically. No information from the ambient sound, so it's good. The impact is maybe a bit too loud. Depends on your taste, but I don't like the super loud impacts. Claps. Very nice. I think the break's gonna be okay. So here is the build-up. Yeah, the build-up sounds nice as well. I don't think there is anything to do with the break and build-up basically, because it's sounding good. So let me show you how I mix the drop. And I don't know if I already told you guys. No, it seems like I didn't. Okay, so here are the leads. And I'm turning off the sidechain. Okay, so I just made a screenshot of the EQ. I mean, if you open Pro Q3 from FabFilter and you play your leads, chords and bass, any of them, and you just left your mouse here, it will show you the frequencies which are harsh and peaking as well, and you have to get rid of them with this type of EQing. So 930 and something like this, which yeah, it's a pretty harsh frequency. I mean, it's not really harsh, it's bad. And just dynamic EQ, something like this. Not going too crazy with it because it's not playing at the whole leads. 2.1K as well. So this way you can clean your stacks. I only do this for leads, chords and basses, but you can do it for your guitars, vocals as well. Not too much, maybe 1 or 2 frequencies on the vocals, but yeah, now this is a harsh frequency, so we go a bit more down, like this. And you can already tell it's more clean. I don't really cut the highs like that, like 20 kilohertz, but 9.4K should be EQ'd down. It's a pretty harsh one as well. Yeah, the difference is noticeable, I think. Sorry, but stay hydrated. Yeah, let's go forward with the piano chords, which should be wider than the leads. Yeah, I've done this stereo image thing, nice. You can memorize as well the frequencies, but taking a screenshot is the easiest way. Yeah, this one sounds a bit cleaner as well, not really noticeable like with the leads, but it's okay. Every small tuning is worth it if it makes the sounds cleaner. Nice. Okay, let's go with the so chords. Oh, actually I did this for the so chords as well. Okay, so here is the EQ for the piano chords, and now let's remove this and check out the so chords. Same frequency as on the piano. Okay, good. We cleaned up the so chords as well. Nice. Let's do the same with the mid bass. For this area, I will do a bit different EQing, and I advise you to do something like this for your basses as well, a bit more wide. Like this, and also some dynamic EQ. Yeah, the difference is noticeable for the mid bass as well. Nice. It's cleaner as well. And now for the claps, rides, etc., I always recommend to like do EQing and taking away lows or mids, because as you can see, here are some unwanted frequencies which you don't need anyways. So under 500, we don't really need those, or 400 maybe. Yeah, something like this. Let's check the ride as well. It looks fine, but let's add this EQ as well. Okay. The fields are okay, also the impacts. Now time to check out the fields. Yeah, this one's definitely has a low cut, okay. This one needs a low cut. Even it could be 300, whatever sounds good to you. But for this one I keep it 400. Maybe this one as well. Yeah. Okay, for this one I keep it around 300 Hertz, and I think the fields are good. Now check out the ambient sounds. This one has a low cut, I can already tell, yes. This one too. And also this one. Okay, the elements are sounding good. And I think leads are needing more harmonic maximizer just to make them more compressed, because here I won't really use a compressor. So okay, I think the mix is clean now, and also I like how the leads are peaking, but they are still compressed as well. I think it's a good balance to have. So now we can start the mastering part, and here you always need a VST which shows you the LUFS values. For this one I use Julian loudness meter too, or you can use millimeters, TRX bundle, I don't know, whatever you want. You just need to see the LUFS, and also the first step is to leave enough headroom. Like as you can see, I mix my tracks around a pretty low volume, I would say, so I already have enough headroom. My drop is peaking around -6 dB, but if you wouldn't have enough headroom, you can just open up an EQ2 and lower the volume here with this knob. So you can take it down to anywhere. At least you should have -6, but sometimes I do around -9, -12, whatever works for you. I'm gonna add an imager first. Here I always tweak these knobs a bit. This one goes here, this one a bit higher. Now that we have the values, I always make my basses a bit more mono on the master, so this area a bit more mono, around something like this. This area, which is mainly for the chords, leads and stuff, a bit more open, and this area is a bit open as well, but I think it's already sounding good, so I won't touch it, maybe just a little bit. I never really tweak this knob for the sub area, because, you know, there are the impacts as well in the breaks, or like, you know, you have stuff which goes into this area frequency response wise, and you don't want to make everything mono. It could work for the drop only, but still I don't prefer doing this, so I won't do it now. And also I click stereoize 6 milliseconds. And now that we are finished with stereo image, I open up J37. This is my favorite mastering plugin, and it's easy to use. I mean, here is this preset, mastering fat and tight open stereo, and basically you just have to take down the noise level and set the saturation between 1 and 3, but 3 is very I think for this one it's gonna be a bit too much. Yes, so for this one I would set it around 1.5. And listen to the difference, like it's crazy. I love using this VST. This one boosts my tracks by at least 20%, I would say. So it just makes the whole drop more, not only the drop, the whole track more bright and good sounding and more glued well, I would say. Also, we should add a final volume limiter. For this, I use FabFilter Pro L2 or sometimes Invisible Limiter, but for now I would keep Pro L2. One thing I set here is oversampling and 16x CPU intensive. but I recommend doing this only when you're rendering the final master, because it can make your CPU crackle. So now that we have Pro L2 open, or any limiter you want, you can look for the LUFS here, and you want to reach at least -9, but I always do at least -6, and mostly it's -5, -4. Let's see what level we can reach here without distortion. I think -6 gonna be the perfect value. It looks stable and sounds good. So now, as some last tips I would give you, is using Fruity Balance or something where you can control the whole volume of the track. Because if you do an automation, like for example you have Fruity Balance, volume, create automation clip, and here you can set the volume. You can even lower the brakes if they are too loud. Also, one more thing, to make the drop hit harder, you can take the volume a bit down in the build-up section, but let's check. We should have at least 2 dB difference, so the build-up should be around -8. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, with vocals, surely it should be less loud. So maybe I would just take it down, something like this, you know? And yep. Also from the build-up only. Also, one more thing with this volume automation is, if your track is like around its end, like here, you can do an automation like this, and it's gonna make sure that the master is faded out well, and you know, there won't be a long tail, and it's gonna be label ready as well. Going forward, I also advise you to add Simplon, for example, and with this you can just take away the lows before the drop hits. So for this we make an automation as well, from build up to drop, and maybe something like this should work. Here I used a subriser, but we can try. If I wouldn't have a subriser, I would definitely do it, but let's see. Maybe flows a bit better, because now the drop seems more energetic, so I'm gonna leave this here. And also, one last thing is, you have this knob here, and you can create an automation clip. With this you can make the track a bit more mono-ish before the drop hits. So you do something like this. If you are on headphones, I believe you heard how the build-up went a bit mono, and then it just goes back. I think I've covered everything, but if you would have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I think this was it for this video. Thank you so much for being here with me. Also, thank you for all the subscribes, the likes, comments. Thank you for any kind of support. It means a lot to me, and I'm proud of this How to Make Progressive House series. And here I would like to announce that I'm already working on another How to Make Progressive House series. But in those videos I'm gonna produce Dark Progressive House. Stay tuned for the new series as well. And also I'm working on a lot of videos, so I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye.